Ladies, you need to stop this thing. Stop this thing. Huh? Every Valentine's Day, you want your man to make a plan, and buy you things. Comment down below and tell me how many times you've spoiled your man on Valentine's Day. Stop it. We can't just be standing in line like hungry children waiting to be fed on Valentine's Day. Please, baby, will you just... No. We are stopping this thing. We have been emancipated. We are participating in the economic growth of our countries. But you cannot spoil your man. You want him to make a plan when the man is broken. But you can't make a plan for your man. Let's turn this around. It's unacceptable. I'm gonna try. Work till I die. I'm gonna fail and get up, 'cause I'm not giving up on my dream. Hey gorgeous, welcome to my channel. I'm Kopana and this is How I Do Things, a show where you send me your questions and I let you know how I would do things, and I can take it as entertainment or use it as advice. Take it, don't take it, use it. Don't use it at all, darlings. Listen, do what you will with it. Do you know why? Do you know why you should do what you will with it? Because me, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional, and also this is not professional advice in any way, shape or form. I'm just letting you know what I would do if I was in your shoes. Now, honeys, today is a Chalata Tuesday and we're talking about Valentine's because it is still love crazy. Listen here. I received this question on my Instagram. Kapana, should I buy a gift for my man on Valentine's Day? Yeah. Definitely, boo. You should definitely buy your man a gift on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is not just about the man spoiling the woman. It is about the woman spoiling the man. And I'll give you a tip, honey. If you want Valentine's Day to go really well, choose a day before Valentine's Day to spoil your man. Buy him flowers. Take him out for dinner. Give him breakfast in bed. Wrap up some panties and give it to him as a gift. Just a day or two before Valentine's Day. Let me know how it goes, okay? Okay? Just call it pre-Valentine's Day for your man. Or how I like to call it, reverse Valentine's Day. More on that on another episode a little later this week. But today I want to tell you about a nice, affordable way for you to spoil your man for Valentine's Day or a couple of days before that. But the point is, we're trying to do something for our men and we're trying to save that coin sometimes, you know? Here it is. Let me start with a story time. So the other day, I was making cake on Fridays. If you follow me on my Instagram at Kopanashmage, then you will know that on Fridays, I love to bake cake and share it with my mans. So there we are, about to eat our cake. We're in our robes. It was cold, so it was like nice. It was cozy. We had laid out blankets on the floor, you know, on top of baby's play mat. She had just gone to sleep. We were just about to indulge in some cake. And as I'm dishing the cake, zwap, there goes Eskom, turns off our electricity. In South Africa, we call this load shedding, where they put a schedule where they're gonna switch off your electricity. I mean, how dare they? How dare they? Eskom can be so rude within the middle of romance and the lovings. What must we do now? Anyway, the cake was ready, the coffee was already made, the tea was already made. I had already whipped the cream, the coconut cream for the cake. So I was just like, what do we need electricity for? The blankets are laid, the cake is ready. It was beautiful and it was so delicious. I just took it, put it on the carpet and on the blankets that we have laid out. Took one of those lights that you use when the electricity is out, those rechargeable lights. We put it there and we enjoyed cake and conversation well after midnight. I mean, when was the last time we just got to sit and talk? That was our date night, right? And it made me think, indoor picnics are actually a thing. Like, when was the last time you and Bae went out into a restaurant, sat, and you just had the greatest time and the greatest conversation until the restaurant closed, like well after midnight? Like, supper was at 7. You guys got there for date night at 7, but you just talked and enjoyed each other's company until after midnight. You look at the time, you're like, oh snap, Look at the time. Honeys, let's recreate the moment. For Valentine's Day, let's recreate the moment. Think with me, think with me, think with me. Number one, you need to set the scene. You need to set the scene. You don't have to go and buy the cute little picnic blanket, you know, that one with the red and the black, you know, and the white and black checkered. That, no, you don't have to do that. Do you have a blanket, babes? Do you have a blanket? Yes. So what you do is you lay a soft one at the bottom. See, we use those mink ones. Don't worry if you're international, it's not actually made out of mink. It's just called a mink blanket because it's nice and fluffy. So put that one at the bottom and then put another one on top. One that you don't mind it getting a few stains here and there. Just put that one on top and then you have your picnic blanket. Here's the thing, asking a black man to sit on the floor for a few hours, that man, his bum is going to get uncomfortable. So make sure you also have some pillows. If you have scattered cushions, take your scattered cushions, take them out. Babes, don't be lazy. Move things out of the way, men. Move the table out of the way in the lounge. Lay out the blanket. If you have an air mattress, put out the air mattress. Lay a blanket over it. Scatter some pillows. If you're scared that you need something to lean on, then push it against the couch so that you guys can sit on the floor but still lean on the couch, you know. But set the scene. Have a playlist. You know, I've got a few playlists on Spotify, so head over and look there. Hashtag Mama Shimmy. I'll leave the links in the description down below. But set some nice playlists. Set the scene with what you already have in the house. You don't actually need to go buy anything. This one is chip, 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 chip. Number two, once you've set the scene, you need to make sure that it is comfortable, but you also need to make sure that it is photographable. All right, so you want to make sure that if you have any flowers or you want to go get some flowers, you don't have to necessarily make it just all roses. Get some nice leaves, some greenery to add into the vase, along with like 1 or 2 flowers here and there. Set them out nicely. Make sure you have a lot of pillows along with you. So there's basically a good way and a geographic way of setting out everything on a picnic blanket. So how it works is that you want to designate one corner of the picnic blanket or one side of the picnic blanket to your food display. Okay, so you want to make sure that maybe you might want to lay out a few leaves of greenery, or you want to sprinkle some roses on that corner or that quarter of the blanket, and then you want to set out your plates. This just leads me to step number 3. It is about how you present the food, not what you present. The nice thing about picnics is that they're usually nice little small eatable finger snacks, so on and so forth. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have either a cheese platter or a fruit platter. Nice thing about the cheese platter, you have your figs, your grapes, your hams, your cheeses, and you lay them all out beautifully onto a cheese platter. If you don't have a cheese platter, if you have a wooden cutting board, it is working. It's going to work perfectly. If you have a nice long plate, you can also use that as well. Few crackers, 1 or 2 cheeses. If you have brie and you have another cheese, you're good to go. And then you have your grapes, which are nice and affordable. You don't have to always get fig. If your man loves his different hams, if not, if you're in South Africa, get some biltong, all right? And you lay out a good cheese platter. You want to have 2 smaller plates next to it, okay? Now we're setting out the scene. It should look beautiful for when you look over it. When you stand up and you look over the display, it should look beautiful. You should be able to take a nice flat lay image for the gram. You know, if it's not on the gram, it didn't happen. Sharp. So now you're going to put out your cheese platter as your main display, or your fruit platter as your main display. I remember this one time I created a fruit platter where I put fruits in cones, and it was beautiful. It was nothing interesting. Literally, it was like 2 or 3 fruits. It was nectarine, I think there were strawberries and grapes. Cut them out, put them in a sugar cone. Bob's your uncle. It looks spectacular. It looks like you went out of your way to make something amazing, and it's not really that amazing, and it's super cheap. So you create that as your main display with your 2 plates. You move a little further out with your edible small open sandwiches. This may be a good cottage cheese, or it may be a good sour cream with some salmon on top, and you just use 1 or 2 slices of shea butter, bread, your good, or your olive bread, or your Portuguese bread. Nicely slice it up, put a bit of your cheese, cottage cheese, or anything that you like to eat, along with some nice smoked salmon. All you need is about 2 or 3 of these. You're good to go, honey. And then as your mains, you do just want to have something slightly heavier, but stick to a salad, because you're not going to have steak on a picnic blanket. It doesn't work that way. It is light, edible, nice finger food. And if you are going to have something that's eaten with a utensil, make sure it's a nice salad fork, nothing heavy, nothing that needs both hands. You need to be able to hold and eat whatever it is that you're having on your picnic blanket. So look into your fridge. What do you have that's nice, that is easy finger food, can look beautiful displayed, but nothing necessarily special? Honey, if you don't know how to cook, this one is for you, because it is about making it look pretty and not necessarily about the meal itself. It is about the experience. And that's why you don't have to go to the shops for this one. Use what you have in the fridge. Number 4, what is a picnic without the little sip, darling? You need something to sip on. You can get yourself some alcohol-free bubbles. Those are extremely affordable. Or if you're in the house and you happen to have a few bottles of wine, cork open a nice bottle of wine. Keep it light, because the heavier wines may not go so beautifully with a picnic, but depending on your palate, you may want to go for something nice and light. Something that will also go nicely with a dessert, darling, which is my point number 5. What is a picnic without dessert? You can start with a small dessert, muffins, some cake, and then bring some honey, some chocolate sauce, some berries, and lay it out on the food platter that is you, darling. That's how you have a nice, beautiful, affordable picnic from home. Use what you have. Maybe you might want to go and grab 1 or 2 little things, but it's all about the scene. Make sure that if you have a camera, put it nice and close so you guys can take pictures for yourselves and for the memory of what you're creating. But an indoor picnic is about going out of your way to create the space in your home. Move a table, you might want to move a chair, laying things out. It's all about the scene and the display. That's what a picnic is all about. It's not necessarily about the food, but if you can make the food extra delicious, do so. But it is about the scene and making the time for the two of you just to chill and enjoy each other if you can. Hope that you guys enjoyed that one. That's all I have for you today. We're still going live crazy, and this is a nice, cheap and affordable way for you to make a beautiful Valentine's Day gift for your man. Now, do it a few days before Valentine's Day, because I don't know, I have hope that your man might want to do a thing or two for you. Let me know in the comment section how it goes. But until next time, gorgeous, thank you so much for joining. And until next time, I'm Kapana Shimang, and this is how I do things. Hey gorgeous, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video, and thank you for subscribing. Please don't leave without giving this video a big thumbs up, and comment down below with which point was your favorite. Every single time that you comment and every single time that you give this video a thumbs up, it helps my channel grow and it helps more ladies discover the amazing content that you got to see today. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support. Mwah. Bye.